Unmute.
Sir.
Good morning, Ajay sir. We'll just start in few seconds.
Yeah, good morning, Dr. Bala. Good morning, namaste. Yeah.
Very good morning, one and all. This is Dr. Rajesh Babu, Associate Professor, Sanskriti School of Business, and it's a very proud moment to introduce our college on the regard of Virtual International Conference. Let me introduce the conference, the Virtual International Conference, Department of Management Studies organizing the innovative title of Inclusive Approach for Business Sustainability, Fostering Sustainable Development Goals. And it's a two-day international conference, December 8th and December 9th. And for the conference, we have a special keynote speaker, chief guest, Professor Ajay Kumar Singh, sir, Delhi University, Department of Economics. And we have technical session chair, Dr. Rahul Vishwanath Dande, sir. And we are having all participants, national and international participants from Philippines and Malaysia and Iraq and apart from all universities across in India. And it's a proud moment to be to act as a coordinator for this international conference. And let me introduce the theme of the conference in this virtual international conference. The title itself, it is repeating the things of inclusive approach for business sustainability, fostering sustainable development goals. And the theme, I want to share some few points about it. A sustainable business strategy aims to create a long-term value for the firm, its stakeholders and larger society by integrating economic, environmental, and social objectives into the firm's goals, actions, and planning. The creation of sustainable strategies is reliant on variety of drivers as well as contextually supportive variables. These encourage companies to develop and implement new sustainable strategies and assist in creating the opportunities required for the success. The primary objective of this conference is to facilitate a platform for discussing organizational policies and their potential impact. So many participants are awaiting to listen the session from keynote speaker, sir, chief guest today, chief guest Ajay Kumar Singh, sir. And before that, I would like to hand over the session to our esteemed, beloved principal and dean, Dr. M. Balakoteshwari Madam, Sanskriti Group of Institution, principal at the Sanskriti School of Business. Madam, Dr. M. Balakoteshwari Madam, I'm handovering to you to address the keynote speaker to introduction about it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Rajesh, sir. Offering my pranams at the lotus feet of the Divine Master, Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. A very good morning to all and welcome to the International Conference, Inclusive Approach for Business Sustainability, Fostering Sustainable Development Goals, hosted by Sanskriti School of Business. And it is a part of Sanskriti Group of Institutions. We do have engineering with 5 branches along with our Sanskriti School of Business. Both of the colleges are affiliated to JNTU Anantapur and we are recognized by AICTE also. So today we have gathered on this virtual platform for a good learning session, and we have guest for us today, chief guest for us today, Professor Ajay Kumar Singh. He is a head dean, Department of Commerce, Faculty of Commerce and Business, Delhi Business School of Economics, University of Delhi. Welcome you, sir. Thank you so much for accepting our invite and spending your valuable time. And we also have with us joined Dr. Rahul Vishwanath, sir. He is Associate Professor, Director, Ramcharan School of Leadership, Dr. Vishwanath Karand, MIT World Peace University, Pune, Maharashtra. At the outset, I would like to express my deep sense of gratitude to the chief guest for today, who will be addressing all of us and giving his keynote speech, Professor Ajay Kumar Singh, sir. And I also welcome all the faculty members, research scholars, and students from distinguished universities and colleges inside and outside India. Sustainable development is our mission, and taking this forward, we conceptualized this international conference focusing on the UN Sustainable Development Goals, aiming at global business practices. Sanskriti Group of Institutions has pledged to achieve these goals to achieve social, economic development, and environmental protection. We are foremost to work towards social and economic development through capacity building by upskilling, reskilling our human resource for better tomorrow. For the environmental protection, we conduct community engagement programs such as extension activities to create awareness in the neighborhood community on protecting the nature, reducing pollution and carbon footprint. Our campus is replicated by other institutes for best practices in eco-friendly environment, renewable energy generation, water conservation, afforestation, and environmental sustainability. With the most knowledgeable personalities from industry and academia, this conference has created a platform for experts from length and breadth of India and abroad. Knowledge shared in this platform shall sow seeds for solving many of the environmental, social, and economic issues. Hope and pray that this conference shall generate possible solutions for the most pressing problems in society with the development of new business model and solutions. Sanskriti School of Business is doing its bit by taking up this theme for the conference as sustainable development. My best wishes to all the paper presenters and participants, and we wish that participants have a good learning experience. And now I take pride in introducing chief guest of the conference, Professor Ajay Kumar Singh, Head Dean, Department of Commerce, Faculty of Commerce and Business, Delhi School of Economics, University of Delhi. Sir is a chairperson of Delhi University Sports Council, and he is Adhyaksh, Delhi Prant, Bharatiya Sikshak Mandal. He is honorary professor of John von Neumann University, Hungary, and has served as Vice Chancellor of Sri Sri University, Cuttack, Odisha during 2019-2022. Sir has been elected as Conference Secretary for hosting in 2023 the 74th Annual All India Commerce Conference of Indian Commerce Association, founded in 1947, which is for the first time for the Department of Commerce, University of Delhi, and second time in Delhi University after Professor V.K.R. Rao. Sir is Fellow and Managing Trustee of Indian Commerce Association, ICA, past President of Indian Commerce Association, Delhi NCR Chapter, past President of Rotary Club of Delhi, Maudia, past President of Indian Association for Management Development, IAMD, Fellow of Computer Society of India, Indian Accounting Association, and Honorary President of Governing Body of Divine Group of Institutions, DSPSR, and many NGOs. Ajay sir has been a school topper, SRCC alumnus, Editor-in-Chief, Delhi Business Review. He has earned Best Teacher Award for 2 consecutive years in 1998 and 99 at IAMT. 9 Best Paper Awards, 49 awards of national and other levels, 12 international awards and distinctions have been conferred, including 2 gold medals, 1 silver medal, and other distinctions. Sir has been conferred by Indian Commerce Association Best Business Academic of the Year Award 2011 with gold medal, and MMSM Research Award 2011 and 12, again gold medal. Sir has more than 37 years of teaching experience in all, with 237 publications, including 10 books, 1 international monograph, 126 research papers, 14 articles, 16 case studies, 60 editorial reviews, 2 abstracts, and 8 book reviews published in leading journals with total citations of 859, HX index of 13, and I index of 17. And as of now, November 6, 2023, as per Google citations, whatever we have referred to, 38 scholars have been awarded PhD degree and 17 scholars have been awarded MPhil degree under his able guidance. Singh sir has traveled 23 countries and addressed in more than 200 conferences, seminars, workshops, training programs in more than 100 online sessions, webinars during pandemic time. Sir is a blend of a teacher, administrator, researcher, and guide, coach, mentor, trainer, consultant, sadhak, and yogi, and counselor, as well as healer. With this brief introduction, with a great humble respect and reverence, I would like to now invite Professor Ajay Kumar Singh, sir. And what all I have told is very brief about him. Much more he is going to deliver to us, and through interactions, we can learn much more from him, sir. Welcome you to this platform of the International Conference, Sanskriti School of Business, Sanskriti Group of Institutions. Welcome you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bala Koshteshwariyam, Dean Academics, Sanskriti Group of Institutions, and Principal, Sanskriti School of Business, Puttaparthi. That's a very well-known place in India. So thank you very much for inviting me for this conference. The chairperson of Sanskriti Group of Institutions, Mr. Vijay Bhaskar Reddy ji, Mrs. Prashanti E, HODs and Associate Professor, other distinguished guests, members of the organizing team, and delegates for the conference. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure and privilege for me to be virtually available to you. Although I'm traveling tonight or today evening to your side, southern part of India, to attend All India Accounting Conference organized by Indian Accounting Association. And we are hosting in Delhi 74th Annual All India Commerce Conference from December 13 to 15, 2023, just few days from now. So this is a time probably for conferences. So if you can stop sharing, I can share my screen. Can you see my screen now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir. We are seeing, sir. Yes.
So the theme that you have chosen is something which is very dear to my heart, and it is the need of the hour that education institutions start talking about it. Association of Indian Universities did a series of conferences on sustainable development goals, and when I was Vice Chancellor in Sri University, Cuttack, Odisha, we hosted one of the regional conferences of AIU for ensuring that education institutions focus more on the achievement of sustainable development goal, not just the fourth goal, which is for quality education for all, but also for other goals. That is why probably we have impact rankings, which are based on sustainable development goals for QS World University Rankings, as well as Times Higher Education World University Rankings on sustainable development goals, called as impact rankings. So my deep sense of appreciation for the college, the name itself speaks volumes about the vision and mission of the college, Sanskriti. So these are the agenda items, although the time is less. So I'll just touch upon some of the items and you can, go through them in more detail. So sustainable development, we all understand that development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs, which is probably the most accepted definition in the world. The UN Assembly adopted the 2030 Agenda. Earlier, it was Millennium Development Goals, which were supposed to be up to 2015. So the world could not achieve all of them. That is why this time it was named as Sustainable Development Goals, building on the principle of leaving no one behind. That is why your first word is inclusive, which is coming from this particular thought of leaving no one behind, of reaching to the last person, what Mahatma Gandhi used to say, which is a new agenda, emphasizes a holistic approach to achieving sustainable development for all. As you all know, these are the 17 goals, and on each goal there are sub goals on that. So it's very specific. Niti Aayog is doing the monitoring of this state by state, year by year, month by month, and like that. And we are improving on some at a very fast pace, some not that fast, and so on and so forth. So corporate sustainability starts with a company's value system and a principles-based approach to doing business. This means operating in ways that at a minimum meet fundamental responsibilities in the areas of human rights, labor, environment, and anti-corruption. Responsible businesses enact the same values and principles wherever they have a presence and know that good practices in one area do not offset harm in another area. No matter how large or small and regardless of their industry, all companies can contribute to the SDGs. Global challenges ranging from climate, water and food crisis to poverty, conflict, and inequality are in need of solutions that the private sector can deliver, representing a large and growing market for business innovation. In the rush to transform business models and systems for the future, integrity and values will have a huge role to play. There is one scheme of the present government, which is Atmanirbhar Bharat, or Self-Reliant India. Campaign is the vision of New India with the aim to make the country and its citizens self-reliant in all senses. So these are the 5 pillars, which one is pertaining to the economy, second is infrastructure system, which is technology-driven, like UPI, Unified Payment Interface, is one such technology-driven initiative, which has shaken the world actually. India has crossed all boundaries in terms of transactions, particularly in the COVID-19 time. It was very useful, as you all have experienced that. So India, even in management of COVID-19, this technology-driven initiative, mapping each individual, how many doses have been, done, and so on and so forth. So that was one of the largest program of putting vaccines in COVID-19 period. But technology of India, which was adopted, was perhaps the best in the world. So demography is one aspect, vibrant demography of the largest democracy. It may become a demographic liability. If we want to make it a demographic dividend, we need to work on all these actually. Demand is the last one, full utilization of power of demand and supply.
Sorry for the interruption, sir. We could see the first slide of yours. Are you changing the slides, sir?
Yeah, I'm changing the slides. So it is not moving.
No, actually, we could see only the first slide.
Okay, now can you see the second slide?
No, sir. Still, we are at first slide.
Now?
Yeah, now it's visible.
So I spoke about this. Are you seeing the slides now?
Yes. Now it's visible, sir.
Can you see 5 pillars?
Yeah, yes.
Self-Reliant India. Just also tell me if it moves now. Stimulus part 1, stimulus part 2. Can you see this slide?
No, we are at 5 pillars of self-reliant. That slide we are able to see.
Achha, so it is not moving. If it is in full screen show mode, maybe I use only the slide share, which is otherwise there without the full screen. So this you are able to see now that it is moving.
Yes. Now we could see 5 pillars of self-reliant India.
Yeah. So I was here.
Yeah, now I can see the next slide.
Okay.
10th slide.
So huge amount of investment is being made in different parts of Atmanirbhar Bharat economic package. You can see the numbers. And in space sector, India has created a landmark. People from different countries now are looking for India to send their spacecraft, or the thing like what we did in Chandrayaan 3. and other satellites that we have sent, we have proved that India can send satellites in the space at the lowest possible transit cost in that. And if you see on the farm tractor exports, also it has grown tremendously in making India for the world mission of Government of India. So these are going to lead towards, a sustainable business if we keep that aspect into mind. For companies wanting to advance the SDG agenda, the job starts by acting responsibly, incorporating the 10 principles of the UN Global Compact widely into strategies and operations, and understanding that good practices or innovation in one area cannot make up for doing harm in another. So these are the 10 principles. Businesses should support and respect the protection of internationally proclaimed human rights. Number 2, make sure that they are not complicit in human right abuses. Third is businesses should uphold the freedom of association and the effective recognition of the right to collective bargaining. Fourth is the elimination of all forms of forced and compulsory labor, the effective abolition of child labor. Sixth is the elimination of discrimination in respect of employment and occupation. Seventh, businesses should support a precautionary approach to environmental challenges. Eighth is undertake initiatives to promote greater environmental responsibility and encourage the development and diffusion of environmentally friendly technologies. 10th is businesses should work against corruption in all its forms, including extortion and bribery, which is very important if you want to grow at a fast pace. This is another report, Sustainable Development and Business, Vision 2050, the new agenda for business. It's a business response. This vision is a business response to the challenges the world faces. It's a contribution that is intended to help shape the sustainability agenda, to catalyze action, and to provide relevant stakeholders with a platform to bring about change. So it is not a prescriptive plan or a blueprint. It's not an exhaustive and detailed picture with a complete set of answers. It's not a binding set of commitments and promises. It's a platform for dialogue, for asking questions, a positive and attractive vision of a world in 2050, and the role of business in helping us to get there. So it was developed by 29 member companies through working with each other. You can see the logos of those companies. They are from different continents of the world, and one of the top 500 Fortune 500 companies who have contributed for making this, and they have taken inputs from various other people as well. So this is from business as usual, what we are doing now, to by 2030, what it should be. If you see on the left-hand side, transformation times, by 2040 is major success, and 2050 is the vision that they're talking about. On the x-axis, you can see people's values. So at the top, if you see the vision by 2050 is one world, people and planet. If you see what Prime Minister Narendra Modi kept the G20 main theme, that Vasudev Kutumbakam, one earth, one family, one future. This matches with what is written here, one world, people and planet. So this is what is the need of the hour, that the world has to start thinking in terms of we all are, citizens of this world, not of one particular country only, because what you do harm in one country in terms of pollution, it affects the ozone layer for the entire world. It doesn't affect only that place. So by 2040, it says all products sustainable. By 2030, sustainable living. So under each of these, you see human development, economy, agriculture, forest, energy and power, buildings, mobility, materials. So for materials, if you see on the top, by 2050, it is zero waste. For mobility, it is reliable and low carbon mobility. For buildings, it is zero net energy buildings. For energy and power, it is secure and low carbon energy. Forest, recovery and regeneration. Agriculture, enough food and biofuels. economy having a true value like that. So the time is not much to go into the details of all of them, but this gives you a broad idea about that people have worked really hard to make sure that the world becomes a better place to live. So this is World Business Council for Sustainable Development. So they have given details of all these 9 transformation pathways. Business responsibility and sustainability reporting has started, in India. SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India, in its continued efforts to enhance disclosure on ESG standards, introduced new requirements for sustainability reporting by listed companies. The new reporting format, named Business Responsibility and Sustainability Report, BRSR, aims to establish links between the financial results of a business with its ESG performance. This can make it easier for regulators and investors and allied stakeholders to obtain a fair estimate of overall business stability, growth, and sustainability. So it is, now mandatory for top 1,000 listed companies by market capitalization for reporting on a voluntary basis initially, and then it became mandatory. So there are different requirements which are there for this. Those who are interested in can go into the details of that. This is one sample report for you from Tata Power, what they are doing, what principles they follow. This is a report by Capri Global Capital Forum India, Impact 50, showcasing a list of top 50 companies headquartered in India, ranked based on their alignment with the UN 17 SDGs goals. So Grasim Industries was on the top in the 2021 report. So these are the top 10 companies as per that report: Tech Mahindra, Tata Power, Wipro, Ambuja, and like that. So there is a case study for Grasim, how they are, making its green goals, the viscose business, which employs a 360-degree sustainability approach, which minimizes the environmental impact of its processes. Since the time is less, I'm skipping the details of that, but the broad aspects are over 50% reduction in water consumption by the pulp and the fiber business. Grasim's VSF unit at Nagda is the lowest consumer of water globally. So it can be really worked upon if you really want to achieve that. It's such a beautiful picture of how they are managing with 3 R's: reduce, recycle, and reuse. At Grasim, these 3 principles have been effectively applied, and these are the results which you have just heard. And these are the pictures proving that they are doing so well in this. One of my PhD students has done PhD on circular economy. So instead of just 3 R's, she could identify that there are more R's in this. So these are like R1, R2 up to R18. And so reconceptualize, recover, recycle, redesign, redistribute, reduce, reevaluate, refurbish, refuse, relocalize, remanufacture, repair, replace, repurpose, restore, restructure, rethink, reuse. So each one you can have examples of this, how you can make that. So this is 18R framework. See, Grasim did wonders with 3 R's only, but you have so much of potential to work upon and achieve that you want to do in these 3. The missing link, what SDG doesn't talk about, is the level of consciousness, the spiritual development, the holistic development aspect of it. So I would just like to touch upon this to give you an idea. David Hawkins' scale of consciousness to measure the level of consciousness of people says that there is a physical realm, there's a mental realm, there's a spiritual realm. And if you are in the negativity domain, you are caught in the problems of, say, victim attitude or fear, desire, anger, like that, or even entitlement or pride. So this is below 200 level of consciousness. If you break the barrier of 199 and you move to the domain of courage 200, you find that you're moving up in the ladder for this missing link to be fixed. So if you see here, 200 is courage, which is level 1 zone. If you are below 200, you are out of this zone, stuck in the negative emotion. Either you are in hyperactivity or in inertia. If you cross 399, you come to L2, which is the state of understanding, 400 level of consciousness, peak performance without stress. If you break the barrier of 499, you come in L3, where you have 500 love, 510 gratitude, 540 joy, and synchronicity and extraordinary outcomes you achieve. When you cross the barrier of 599, you come into the domain of peace, which is 600 level of consciousness. And 700 to 1000 is pure consciousness. Life you is, emotion is ineffable, and it is a level of enlightenment. So if you cross 699 barrier, you achieve the highest level of consciousness, which is in the range of 700 to 1000. So Lord Krishna, Lord Buddha, Prophet Muhammad, Jesus Christ, all these people, Guru Nanak and others, they have crossed this 699 barrier and reached to the higher level. So these are the recommendations for the addition required, that we must talk about enhancement in the level of individual consciousness. Spiritual literacy programs to be introduced in inclusive models, which are currently targeted at basic literacy, digital literacy, financial literacy. So we need to take them to higher levels. Holistic development of each individual should be considered. So even sustainable development goals are only towards the material goals of the world. They are not going beyond that. So we need to take them to higher levels and allow humanity to move from wherever they are in the David Hawkins scale of consciousness, wherever they are, 199 or below 199 or above 200, and so on and so forth. The purpose of life is to go up in the ladder of that level of consciousness, so that ultimately you are able to fulfill the purpose for which you came on this planet. So thank you very much for inviting me, giving me time, and being here. If you have any questions, you're most welcome to ask that.
Participants, you have any queries related to anything else? The professor is a answer for your queries. Any queries related from the audience?
So can the question be relevant to the electric vehicles as well?
Yeah.
Can the question be relevant to electrical vehicle is asking, sir? Participant is
Yes,
asking. Yes, sir.
So
Yeah.
can I? Yes. Thank you, sir, for giving me the opportunity. So actually, currently, many of the companies are switching over to electric drives compared to the IC engines. But how far the electric engines are sustainable in the future? Because because it's a that's what my question is, sir. Actually.
Yeah, ultimately we need to go even higher than this, because otherwise we need to figure out what you would be doing with the batteries and all that.
Exactly.
So we solve one problem and create another problem, like what doctors sometimes do, they give antibiotic for one problem, and that creates another problem, which we call it as side effects. So it is similar to that we are solving one problem. So solar energy is something which is like in abundance, and if we are able to innovate something which is not creating another aspect of it in terms of side effects and all that, then probably we would be able to solve this problem in a better way. But anything which is improvement over the previous one, people go in for that, so that at least it is saving that much what is currently creating a problem in India. So yes, you're right, that we need to have long-term perspective of things, and focus our research on those areas which can actually let's say store energy from solar energy in a manner that it doesn't cause any effect to the environment by the waste material that it creates. So time will come. We are evolving in that process, and we will reach to that level. There's another question on the spirituality dimension. What extent it is visible to implement spiritual, it's viable to implement spiritual literacy programs in inclusive models. So actually, it is for us that how much viable we want to make it as we teach them other kind of literacy, language literacy, financial literacy, computer literacy. Similarly, if we start focusing on spiritual literacy also, NEP 2020 focuses a lot on Bharatiya Gyan Parampara, Indian knowledge system and all that, which is basically taking you back to the roots, what was there earlier. So that is the initiative at the level of policy by the government has already been taken. Now it is for us as teachers to make sure that we ourselves move on that path and inspire the students and others, even stakeholders, to move on that path. So it is in our hands. It is not waiting for anybody else. The policy already exists. Now it is for us to make it happen in every home. Like we Art of Living initiated, one thing which is known as Har Ghar Dhyan. I'm the nodal officer of University of Delhi to make sure that it reaches every home of the students. So we made nodal officers in each of the colleges of the university and the departments of the university, and they are conducting free sessions first for every class. So it's going on in the University of Delhi in a big way. So it's up to us how much interventions we want to do. There are NGOs who are willing to cooperate with us to make that it reaches to every mind, every soul, every family, every individual. So it is doable. It is for us to be part of it or not part of it.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for a brief explanation. Thank you. Sir,
Thank you for inviting.
Yeah, sir. I would like to. I think there is no more questions from the participants. Sir, I would like to extend my sincere thanks, a vote of thanks to Professor Ajay Kumar Singh, sir, and Senior Professor Head and Dean, Department of Commerce, Faculty of Commerce and Business, Delhi School of Economics, University of Delhi. Sir, in spite of busy schedule, and you spend a time for us, and you have given all valuable inputs to the session as a keynote speaker and as a chief guest. Definitely, these points will be considered by the participants in future. They'll write up some different kind of papers which is needed for the society for the sustainable development. Sir covered various points, sustainable development goals and Make in India and Atmanirbhar space success and the 10 principles of UN Global Compact, human rights and digital literacy and sustainable business goal for 2050 and circular economy. So these all the points, it's very important for the audience and present scenario for the researchers and academicians and young research scholars and students point of view. We need to develop this all kind of things which is needed for the present scenario. And on behalf of Sanskruti School of Business, we extend sincere thanks for Professor Sir. And thanks for spending time and giving valuable inputs to us. Thanks for attending session, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you
very much. All the best for the conference success. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I like to say the participants one thing that soon the technical session will take place and please be available for 5 minutes, 10 minutes so that we will, Dr. Rahul Vishnu sir will join with us and sir will give a technical session. Before that, we'll introduce our profile, everything. Yes, please. Sir, very good morning, sir. Very good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Very good morning. welcome to Sanskriti School of Business. And,
Yes.
thanks for accepting our invitation and coming and spending your valuable time, sir. And dear participants, I would like to introduce today technical session chair for the conference. Yeah, Dr. Rahul Vishnath Dandes has completed his PhD in mechanical engineering from Sardar Patel College of Engineering, Mumbai, under the University of Mumbai. Sir completed his research on modeling risk in international projects under the guidance of Dr. S.S. Mantha, ex-chairman, AICT New Delhi. Dr. Rahul sir has demonstrated teaching experience, engineering and management for more than 19 years. What happened? Sir, audible, sir? Session పోయింది కదా రామని చెప్తాను అల్తాఫ్ సార్ పోయి పిలుచుకో Sir, thank you, sir. And
all participants are over.
Sir,
All participants are over for today.
over, sir. Over, sir. For today's session, 2-3 members are absent, and the remaining participants scheduled tomorrow. It will be looked over by the dean, madam. And as per the schedule, completed, sir. Thanks for accepting invitation from our end. And
Thank you so much.
you spend the time, and you spare the time, and you came forward and for us and enlightening participant and us, and your contribution are very much needed and useful to the participant to contribute upcoming papers in the future, so that it will be useful for the society. And sir, you want to give any message to the participants, or you want me to close?
No, it was a pleasure for me to be a part of this particular international conference. So I should thank Bala Koteshwari ma'am and you, Rajesh sir, for inviting me as the session chair. And I wish all the best to all the participants for their upcoming research work, whatever they want to carry out, and they can participate more and more in the conferences so that they can have more interactions and get more inputs related to the further research what they want to carry out. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Sir, I would like to thank you, sir, for Dr. Rahul Vishnath sir. Rahul Vishnath sir for coming and sparing the time, and sir taken 8 papers presentations. Dr. Mustafa from Iraq and Dr. K. Bhuneshwari and Sheikh Abdul Mazid. He's absent today, and Mrs. Prashanti C. Mr. P. Raja and Uma Rajalakshmi, and the student from Kerala last MCOM student.
Is it possible that, sir, is it possible that audience can also start their videos that we can capture one photo?
Yeah. So all participants, you can on the video. Participants, you can,
Just for a screenshot, we can.
Yes.
Those who can, they can start their videos.
Participants, you can on the video, so that
it will be a good memory for all.
Yeah, it will be memory. I request all participants can on the video. Yeah. Yeah.
I think many people may not be, they may be traveling or maybe some other position. So
Yeah. So,
it's okay. No issue.
and Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for spending your valuable time and coming forward, and almost all 2 hours you are spending here and giving valuable insights. And thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Thank you, sir. And I would like to inform to the participants for tomorrow, and the session will start by tomorrow 10 o'clock morning. And the session's technical session chair will be Dr. M. Balakoteshwari and myself, I'll take, and follow to concluding remarks. And please join. And tomorrow session will get closed by 1 p.m. tomorrow. So please be attentive and please be present your papers. And thank you for your participation. And I think today you have learned so many things, and thank you. On behalf of the SSB, we thank all participants and our beloved chairman, Dr. B. Our beloved chairman, Vijay Bhaskar Reddy Garu. Thank you so much. And Dean Madam, Balakoteshwari Madam, Dr. N. Balakoteshwari Madam, Head of the Department, Prashanti Madam, E. Prashanti, Mrs. C. Prashanti, and all organizers. And thank you. And all students support. And thank you. And let's we attend tomorrow. Thank you so much.